This feels like an emergency video, but the reality is it's just an urgent video, and I want to put it out there because I think everybody needs to take a look at what's going on right now. The reality is booster boxes and ETBs are starting to soar, and they're kind of slipping out of the limelight. A lot of people are focused on Descended Heroes. A lot of people are pre-ordering Perfect Order right now, and there's a lot of Japanese packs that are coming over from Japan that are getting ripped in the United States on Whatnot for the Nihil. I don't the next set that's coming out, I don't remember the exact words for it, but I just saw it a couple times on a couple streams. People are starting to focus there. Well, while everybody's focusing there, there's a lot of products that are starting to run right now in the Scarlet and Violet era that people aren't really noticing, or if you are noticing it, it might be out of your hands now. So we're just going to dive a little bit differently. Rather than me give you a lot of the prices for things first and then do the theory crafting at the end, we're going to theory craft first and then we'll go through the prices as the video goes on. 240 is your lowest booster box right now, and I updated this 3 days ago upon the day of filming this, or upon the release of this video. All my videos go out at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can always catch me upon your wake up, or if I throw it on there earlier than you wake up, whether you're driving to work or just having a cup of coffee. I hope you hit this like button before you hit the steering wheel, so that you can help this video spread out to more people. I can't thank y'all enough for vibing with me all these months, and we are closing in on 600 subs in 4 or 5 months, and that's just been wild to think about. I can't thank y'all enough for the grind that we've been going on. It's been tremendously fun. And before I finish my little rant, I'm getting a lot of DMs saying, Pat, you need to start monetizing your channel. It's been through other YouTubers have been telling me to do it, and then random subscribers. You guys have been hitting me up on IG. A lot of you guys go from YouTube to IG, not YouTube to TikTok. I'm pretty big on TikTok, but you guys have said, Pat, start to monetize. So I put up a Patreon. We're figuring out how to deal with that. I'm building a Discord. Haven't really started truly with that yet, hitting the ground running. And I threw up my Whatnot link, because if you guys sign up with my link, it gives me a kickback, and I can buy more cards that go into my master sets of all my binders. So big shout out there that we've just been hitting the ground running and going hard. Okay, enough of the chit chat. So 240 to 250 is really where you're seeing a lot of booster boxes come out right now. I bought Mega Evolution's pre-release or pre-order of booster boxes for $250, and Mega Evolutions is falling right back into that line. Same thing with Phantasmal Flames. And then you have a couple booster boxes under that. You can check the dates right next to all the names of every single booster box out there, how far they've been back here. And if you guys want my spreadsheet, you can check it out. It's in the Patreon. A link is down below in the show notes. But the reality is a lot of these prices are starting to move into the $300 range. That's just the times we're going through right now with all the scalpers out here. Not a lot of $400 to $500 booster boxes. It seems like once they hit past 300, it just starts to have that true run going closer to 500. And Destined Rivals right now is on that run, with bids getting closed on eBay this morning for over $500. This is realistically in a couple weeks going to potentially be a $500 booster box. And a lot of people brought up the comment on my Destined Rivals video that I just made a couple days ago. You can go back and check that out. They're saying, Pat, you're right in the realm that even if a restock hits, what's 10% going to be? What's 15% going to be of 500? So you're going to get it back down to somewhere between, let's call it 350 to 450. Maybe the new higher low for Destined Rivals is, or the floor for the product when it hits the support line for where people want to really just hold it steady at that area. Yeah, it might fall back to $400. So it feels crummy to say that Destined Rivals is so new, not even, or just 6, 7 months old now, and it's already $500 a box. But that's where the market is right now. You go on any rip and shipper stream, if they have Destined Rivals on there, people purchase 20 to 50 packs like it's nothing. There goes $200 to $400 just to open as many packs as people can. Some people out there just have no conscience when it comes to that stuff. So that's the reality of the times. And then you look at it, it's like, well, what's the best buy? The best buy right now, is it 9 packs? Is it 11 packs? Is it 36 packs? Or is it trying to get the booster bundles for about $45? So if you get 10 bundles for $45 a bundle, that's basically 60 packs for $450. So that could be where your play is. You just have to make your play as a reality and think about where you're trying to go with what your money and how you want to spend it. Right now, Destined Rivals booster box is up 17% on the 3-month. It's up 12% on the 1 month. It's into the range right now. The lowest listed from a Gold Star seller is $475 to $480. And then before you know it, it's about 10 boxes away from 500. The first wall as a certified hobby shop is ready to sell it for over $500 on TCG Player. And that's the reality of the times right now. Until Pokemon Center changes some stuff and gets that reprinting processing or printing center going in 2028, who knows when we'll see Destined Rivals again. It would be hilarious to see one giant wave of Destined Rivals booster boxes that have that send it crashing down to $200 to $300. But is that the reality right now? Who knows? Destined Rivals Pokemon Center ETBs are down 8% on the 3-month. They're up 7% on the 1 month. They're into the range of Gold Star sellers and certified hobby shops are selling them for $335 right now. The reason I do these videos is because when I like to look at these products, I want to know when I go to card shows what I want to buy and what the price is I want to pay for it. And this really helps me. My spreadsheet really helps me get the right deals. And so a lot of people have been sitting here saying, hey, Pat, where did you get your spreadsheet? How can I get a copy of it? Or if it's just the reality, make your own spreadsheet. You know, I have all the data. You can get the data yourself if you want, or just come and buy it from me. Would greatly appreciate the support. And that's the reality of it, because I don't like going to card shows and trying to trust my phone has internet access in a brick and mortar building out in Oshkosh, Bagosh, and there's nothing to do with it there. Regular ETBs at Destined Rivals right now are hitting the 150 mark, up 27% on the 3-month, up 13% on the 1 month. It's $150 from Gold Star sellers, $165. Certified hobby shops are selling it for $165 right now. If you walked into a card shop, expect Destined Rivals ETBs to be about $175. That's the reality. And then if you can get it for $150 on Facebook Marketplace, that's not too bad of a win. But yeah, Destined Rivals is flying right now. And so it only helps to know where you can sink your money if you want to sink it there. Prismatic Evolutions has been in card shops around me. They have a $150 price point on it for the last 2 months. And so when I go in there, I bring cards that I want to trade, and I say, hey, can we knock off $40 or $50 and I'll give you $100 for it? And they're pretty good with it. They've been pretty fair about it. Whether I bring them Warhammer or sports cards, you know, that's really how I felt like I could write it. My title could be, I got Prismatic Evolutions for under MSRP. And that's the reality if you can trade into some of these things. But yeah, $140 right now from hobby shops is where you're seeing it online. That's where Prismatic's at. The Pokemon Center ETB is into the range from Gold Star sellers at $419. This is $420 right here. So if you think about it like that, $355 if you walked into a card shop around you, or every state has those card shops that have higher end items. If you have one of those card shops around you and you can walk into one and they have it stickered at $375 and you can talk them down to $360, it's not the end of the world. Prismatic Pokemon Center ETBs have fallen from about $400 all the way back to about $370 right now. It was all the way up here, $410 in October. It's up about 17% on the 1 month right now. So that's the reality of it. It's going to be a $400 item soon. It's just a matter of time. So that's the reality with Prismatic here. Pokemon Center ETBs a couple days ago almost hit $1,000. It's right there. There's 2 or 3 under $1,000 right now. So you have to take that into consideration when it comes to these products. I was staring at one for $850 and I'm like, do I want to buy it? Do I want to buy it? Do I want to buy it? And I was like, yes and no at the same time. I really wanted a Lost Origin booster box. And I held off on the Pokemon Center ETB because the guy that was selling it, it didn't look perfect. And I'm not knocking him for it, but he had a dented box that he wanted a premium for. And I'm like, I'll take off 10 to 20% and I'll buy it. But no, it wasn't the case. So that's the reality of where we're looking at, about $950 to $1K for 151 right now. We'll give it $950. It's up a little bit. And then the regular ETB is up about 1% on the 3 month. It's up 10% or 12% on the 1 month. It's into the range of $450 now. So that's really where it's at. Scarlet and Violet booster boxes are weird because these were sitting on shelves for the last 2 months up till Christmas, and then it just decided to take off. And I kicked myself because my card shop had one on the shelf, or had 2. I had one that was open, one that was closed, and it was sitting there for $225. And I'm like, well, I can get it for $200 on Facebook Marketplace. I can get it for $200 on eBay. So tried to do that, and then unfortunately it didn't fall through for me. So I go back in there and they opened the box that was sitting there. I'm like, life is life at the same time. So what are you going to do about it? Scarlet and Violet booster boxes right now have already gone up to $270 from Gold Star sellers. Hobby shops are selling it for $275. So that's where you see Scarlet and Violet right now, into the range of $270 to $275. Paldea Evolved booster boxes, they have been doing their thing this year from $210 all the way up to about $475, and it's had a little pullback into the range of about $350. $350 is its new low, it seems. So with that being said, it's not really up on the month, but it's been chilling right now to about $410 from Gold Star sellers. You start to see it. Hobby shops are selling it for the range of about $440. So you'll see it $450. Don't be shocked if you see it $450 soon. There's not a lot of volume on this right now because everybody else is focused on Destined Rivals. Everybody else is focused on the new sets. Everybody else has just bought up Scarlet and Violet base. So when more people get their paychecks cleared in the next month of February into March potentially, we may see Paldea Evolve start to really move. $415 right now is the reality of where it is. $410 to $415. Obsidian Flames is in that first rotating block out. It's down about 6% on the 3 month. It's up 2% on the 1 month right now. It's into the range with certified hobby shops at $325. So you got a couple out here under $300, but $325 is where it potentially is going to be. Scarlet and Violet booster boxes. I've seen a couple of these on Facebook Marketplace. People are starting to try to fire sell some of these. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the fact that it's gone up a little bit over the last month, but it's not like it's been a big jump. Gold Star sellers got it between $310 and $325 right now. Twilight Masquerade, if you want to pick one up, it's not a bad idea. It's not where everybody's focused right now because there are so many ETB reprints lately. So maybe you can talk somebody down off that $300 price point to help you and save money in your pocket. Surging Sparks booster boxes are, it's funny. Surging Sparks booster boxes feel like they got reprints to no end, and now you start to see Gold Star sellers selling it for that $290 price point. First Hobby Shop knows what they've got, and it's going for about $300 with them. That's really where you start to see the wall of product at $300. So people under $300 are trying to get rid of it. Maybe they got it from a vending machine because they're not Gold Star sellers. And that's the reality of what the product is here. So don't be shocked when when Surging Sparks hits the $300 mark again. It's getting into the range of about $275 right now. Mega Evolutions, I mentioned it in the beginning of the video. It's I pre-ordered it when it first came out on pre-release. I bought two booster boxes for $250, and it's still just barely dancing under the 250 line. And then the reality is card shops know what they have, and they're selling it for $280 to $300. So you just have to take that into consideration with what you're buying. If you're seeing it at a card store for about $225 to $250 and you don't have a box, it's not the end of the world. You can get a minty box for about $250 to $260. That's the reality with Mega Evolutions and where it's at right now. It's not ready to start doing its thing yet, but it's getting there. It's almost 6 months old now, and Mega Evolutions was one of the most talked about boxes and sets on my TikTok. I've had one of my videos did almost 90,000 views that I made on TikTok about Mega Evolutions. So it's primed to move. It's not ready to move yet. It's still right in that $250 price point. Phantasmal Flames. This is a funny one because a couple months ago in December it was $200 a box, and I was staring that one in the face. One guy was selling me the Great Tusk boxes, and I'm like, yes, I would love Great Tusk boxes. He goes, I have a Phantasmal Flames booster box in my car. I'm like, why didn't you tell me before I came here? I wish I had more cash on me to buy it, because it would have been nice. It would have been a nice pickup. But the reality is it's now $250 to $270 a box. Gold Star sellers got it for about $280. Hobby shops are selling it for close to $280. It's going to take some time. There's still a lot of product out here, but if everybody's focused on Destined Rivals and Ascended Heroes, Mega Evolutions and Phantasmal Flames might fall into your happy medium where your price point is, and then you might be able to pick up another box under $250, maybe a little bit cheaper if you want to. And this is what I'm talking about when you look at Perfect Order, MEO3. People, well, in one breath, people say this is the next Shroud of Fable. In another breath, there are some decent hits out of this with the Meowth and a couple other cards. I'm not going to go into detail about the singles right now. We're just talking about the sealed product today. If you're trying to buy a booster box of this, I've seen pre-release sales as low as $210. If you want to know where that is, comment, hey Pat, where'd you find the Perfect Order sale? Let me know, and I got you. But right now on TCG Play, you can get it for about $243. I don't feel bad buying a pre-release product somewhere between $200 and $250. I don't have to drive around the state to find one. I can sit home and do my thing. I don't have to worry about anything, and my life doesn't change if I have the money in the right pocket to be able to pick up two. Is not the end of the world. Sit on it and wait and hold it and chill. So you have to take that into consideration. Where do you value your time? Do you want to run around the state to find a $170 box, wasting all that gas, or do you want to just buy it and move on with your life? A lot of people like to do it their own way, and I'm not telling you which way is right. That's just your time and your value. But know that Perfect Order right now is $243 right here on pre-release. So that's the reality with all the sets coming out right now. Oh, one more I didn't do. I apologize. We're going to get into it. Ascended Heroes. I just saw something that I needed to update. So Ascended Heroes on eBay for the Pokemon Center ETB. It's getting shipped out right now for about $180. But on TCG Player, it's been shipped for about $350. They're sitting on it still. So you have to take that in consideration. Nobody has the boxes right now. Protect yourself because you don't want to get screwed. You can wait till it drops. It'll drop and it'll be somewhere in the range of $140 to $200. You don't need to buy a $350 pre-release Pokemon Center ETB from a hobby shop right now take your time and get it when it comes closer to the real deal, when it gets out there. So hey, it's Pat's Projects. I want to win and I want you guys to win too. Hit that sub button if this video made you smile. I can't thank y'all enough for vibing with me today. Comment real one down below if you made it all the way to this time stamp in this video. We've been going hard and I just can't thank y'all enough for the vibes. Until next time, everyone, Pat out.